Hi friends and fellow Earth Angels, it's Gladys and I'm back with our weekly reading, and this spread will cover October 7th to October 13th. So I just left the Spiritualist Church of Rhode Island, and it's so amazing how the messages are repetitive over and over again. And one of the messages that the speaker spoke about today was love. And if you've been following me on these weekly spreads, the universe and God and Creator has really been asking us to go within our hearts. What feels right for us? How does the actions we're taking and the changes we're making resonate with the inside, the heart vibration? So I brought in the Divine Mother today, Mother Mary, the Queen of Angels deck. I really get the energy of nurturing. When you think about a mother and that loving energy, you think about the nurturing. And we're going through stuff as such is life. And I thought it would be great to call in the mother vibration today. So I'm looking forward to hearing from her. So let's get into it. So the Archangel of the week, let me call on all our guardian angels and guides, the archangels, the ascended masters, any other beings of light that want to assist, Creator, Father, Love, Source, Universe, all that is. And I'm going to ask that the messages that I pull for us today be for our best and highest good and the best and highest good of all concerned. So the angel this week, friends, is Angel Gabriel. I'm telling you, this is so amazing. You know, the cool thing about my job is, speaking of nurturing, is the angels and the universe back me up. I'll tell you, it is primary in my life. Source, unconditional love vibration, and over and over and over again, they back me up. So as I am calling in that energy and needing nurturing, we pull the angel Gabriel today. And Archangel Gabriel says, as you nurture a child, you nurture your own inner child. Both activities are important to you right now. Friends, I was just talking about the mother energy and us needing to nurture ourselves through the mother. So Archangel Gabriel is the visionary. He helps us with communication and really helping us speak our truth. So if you are being hard on yourself, if what you've been working towards doesn't feel like it's coming into fruition fast enough, nurture and love on yourself. Remember, we're going through that balance. We're starting to take action, but in that we also have to check in with the vibration and the messages according to our heart vibration. So nurture, exclamation point. And let's have Archangel Gabriel expand on that. I've mentioned in some other videos, but if you haven't seen it, Archangel Gabriel sends pennies, and on a penny it says, "In God we trust." And he's also the color copper. So if you start seeing copper around, or maybe you need to have a tough conversation with somebody. Maybe you're struggling with the words to say. Call on the Archangel Gabriel and ask him to help you communicate from the heart, so you're speaking loving, gentle words so people can hear you clearly. Again, let's go into wear pennies, keep pennies in your pockets. Not wear pennies, wear copper, keep pennies in your pockets. It'll all empower you. So let's ask Gabriel to expand on his message today. So let's see. Moving towards the light. So perfect. I just posted a photo on my Instagram and my Heavenly Hugs Facebook page, and I talked about this plant that I have growing towards the light, and I have twisted and turned this thing, and it always grows towards the light. And I was sitting here one day saying, how symbolic. As long as we're continuing to move towards the light, we're going to be safe, and we're going to be protected, we're going to be empowered, we're going to be uplifted. Now, I have to say, I have really unplugged from the external world with regards to politics and TV and the dramas of the world. It's not good for me, and I know this, and I'm on a need to know basis, and right now I feel like I don't need to know. It helps me to keep my vibration up. And so my aspect is, when I get concerned in that sense, I always turn my heart and my vibration to God. If you're struggling right now, if you're making changes and there's fear, go to the light, whatever that is. Bring your attention to your heart and bring your attention to your crown, the top of your head. And just imagine that divine white light overflowing so that it fills you to overflowing. And that is as simple as it means to turn towards the light. Check in with how you're feeling with the people that you're around. Do you feel good after around them, or do you feel icky and yucky? After you turn off the TV, check in with yourself. Do you feel empowered, uplifted, fired up, excited, or do you feel tired, depleted, and drained? That is getting in touch with your emotional guidance system. So Archangel Gabriel is saying, as you nurture yourself, as you call in that divine energy, you're moving towards the light. And I'll tell you, there are miracles and magic and blessings and abundance in that vibration. So I also pulled out my Archangels, Gods, and Goddesses cards. These actually were gifted to me, and I have to say, these cards are just unbelievable. They're one of my favorites. So as we talk about nurturing, let's call in another being of light for assistance with us, for us this week. Let's see. God of indulgence. It's all right. Stop beating yourself up. A little indulgence in balance is healthy. So, indulgence, it doesn't have to be either or. In order for me to be healthy, I can't have any sweets. Or, you know what? If I want to spend some money on clothes, that means we're going to be pushed out somewhere else. Indulgence. So when we talk about indulgence, typically people think like food, spending money on things. And I have to say, we live in a very abundant universe. And I feel like everything is good in moderation. So this God of indulgence is coming in and saying, yes, we don't have to give up one thing for another. If we want to live a life of service, that doesn't mean we have to live in poverty. If we want to be of service to people, that doesn't mean we have to give all our time and energy and money to people and not ourselves. And I have to say, sometimes I indulge on time. I grew up with the belief system that you need to be working. When you're working, you're making money. And so for a long time, I beat myself up about taking time off, or, being able to take a day to watch a few movies or something. But I know I need that. So yeah, sometimes I indulge in good movies. Well, I have to say, admittedly, I had some plans change for this long weekend, and I've made some adjustments, and I sat down and I watched the Twilight movies these last couple days. And one of my thoughts was like, I'd planned to do other things and it didn't really work out, so I decided to take time for me and watch those movies. And I have to say, I really enjoyed them. If you're a Twilight fan, I get it. They were really beautiful, fun movies. Really got you thinking in a different light, expanding, open. So again, I have to say, I watched those movies. Those movies are crazy. They're like 2 hours each, over 2 hours. But I have to say, I'm good in space right now. I'm good with being able to indulge in a movie and not feel guilty about it. Now, I have to say, if I wasn't doing my inner work and I had all these problems and I was escaping into movies or I was escaping into food, then I would say that would be different. But I feel like he's coming in with the same message that I had for our monthly reading about balance, taking action, going in, enjoying the world, but also going in and doing your deep inner work. So he's awesome. So let's ask him to expand on that. So we'll pull out the healing angels. And what message, how does he want to expand on that for us? Let's see. Healing Absolutely. Again, another mother energy nurturing, whether it's a friend, a sister, a child, a soulmate, beautiful energies right there. So the universe is saying we're going through healing still. If you follow astrology, we've had some energy with Venus retrograde. Venus retrograde makes things weird in relationships, and things don't have to be weird. Personally, on the retrograde, I had some of my own issues and insecurities come up, and the beautiful thing, I was able to sit down, bring in some meditation, relaxing music, and just sit with my heart, sit with the guidance of my heart, and I'm still clearing and cleansing. So remember, friends, you're still doing healing work, and in that, we need the nurturing. We can move through it more powerfully if you're moving towards the light, but also too, not beating yourself up about the things you should and shouldn't be doing, the things that you are doing and the things you aren't doing. Again, the underlying message here is healing. We're still going in and doing this deep inner work. It's powerful. Again, there's so much nurturing energy. And as I look at these cards, again, we have support here, we have support here, we have support here. So if you're feeling like you don't have that support, there are so many groups out there, there's so many networks out there. You got to get yourself out there and be open to putting yourself out there, being vulnerable, opening up to receive. I'm trying to adjust these cards here. And again, as I look at the number here, 32, 32 equals 5. 5 is a change vibration. So things are still happening around us. So let me finish here with the Mother Mary deck. Beautiful, beautiful, healing, peaceful light. She's been coming up she's been coming to me for people in readings lately, especially caregivers, healers, earth angels, light workers, empaths. I think we all are on some level. So calling it, and again, more nurturing energy, right? So let's see. Truth. Her message today, I'm lovingly honest with myself and others. Again, this goes back to Gabriel and communication, being honest of our needs and what it is that we want for others. If there's something you want, if there's something you desire, I feel like the universe is saying, speak your truth. Open up to that vibration, that essence of your heart center. Call on God. Also too, there's a lot of things happening right now in the world, in soul families and soul clusters. There's a lot of things happening where we don't really know what truth is. There's a lot of what's the word? Illusion of the appearance of things, of how we think things are and how they really are, and maybe you're getting that push to speak your truth. Also too, one of the things I like to do when I'm confused about things, or maybe I'm seeing something and I don't understand it and frustrated by it, I go ask God to show me truth. Show me the truth in this situation. Show me what I need to know. A long time ago, I asked Jesus to tell me the story. I was so confused by stories and so much that was out there. It really gave me a heavy heart because I just didn't know what to believe. And I realized that I was going externally. So this is probably, over 15 years ago at this point that I asked Jesus to tell me the story. I said, Jesus, tell me truth. What do I need to know? And over the years, certain books or certain poems or certain stories came across my path that I knew and felt in my heart as truth. I talked about the prayers that I use in my monthly vlog, and I say often the Our Father, the Hail Mary, the Jesus prayer, and the prayer of Jabez. They're powerful prayers that have come to me, that I've incorporated in part of my regular practice in connecting with spirit. And so I always check in with God and ask him to tell me what truth is if I'm not sure. And the extension of that is you really got to be ready for what you're going to see or what you're going to hear. I had a challenging relationship, and I asked God to show me truth in it. This is the beginning of the year. I asked God, I'm like, God, show me truth. What do I need to know? And I'll tell you, true colors came out. And God said, believe it. Believe what you're seeing. As much as I didn't want to believe it, I wanted to pretend it wasn't happening. I needed to accept it. So maybe you're sitting in a job. Maybe you're sitting in a relationship or friendship with somebody, and you're struggling. The thing is, with earth angels, we see people's light. We know their potential. We can see the beauty within them. And sometimes we ignore what they're showing us. We ignore the messages that we're getting. And remember, God, I truly, truly believe God doesn't take anything away unless he's going to replace it with something even better. So when you're seeing these news reports or these stories and the negativity on social media, ask God to show you truth in it. Ask God to show you why it's in your vibration, why you're seeing it, why you're maybe triggered or frustrated by it, and listen to the words and the guidance that come to you. So as you're sitting in pause, balancing and sitting in this nurturing space, God says, move towards the light. Don't worry about indulging in life. I joke sometimes that I came to this planet Earth for chocolate. Earth is the only planet that has chocolate, and I love delicious, rich, chocolatey chocolates, but sometimes I indulge too much. So I've definitely found balance with that. So again, indulging in the things that you enjoy, but checking in with your truth and healing, and making sure that you're not escaping, making sure that you're not falling into the games people are playing and really feeding into that energy. It really will steal your light. It will steal your vibration in a way of creating and implementing the ideas that are coming to you for this planet. Things are changing, friends, and it's not about being aggressive. It's not about going into things as a bull and being irrational and forcing things to happen. Now, I have to say, I am somebody who has really struggled with that. I joke that I'm impatiently patient, but over the last few months, I've really learned to go within and take my time with things. I know all things come in time, and it really has strengthened my connection with God. It has strengthened my trust in myself and my ability to manifest and create all my heart's desires. But it is about taking action. It is about separating from that pipe dream of hoping and wishing and dreaming and praying, implementing a plan to start taking action, but loving yourself and nurturing yourself in that vibration. A lot of the work that us earth angels are doing is healing work. So many of us are banding together in this beautiful space. So beautiful messages today, powerful, uplifting, support energy, healing energy. Again, truth. Knowing what the truth is. Maybe you journal, maybe you write things down, but really we got to go in and trust our inner guidance system and check in with how we're feeling. So again, these aren't meant to be premonitions or psychic readings. They're meant to be guidance for you for the week so that you have support and comfort. I am going to conclude this reading for the week. Please share, like, subscribe to my channel, Heavenly Hugs, on YouTube. It all helps. I'm loving your comments. And again, I was in the Spiritualist Church this morning, and one of the listeners of the channel that I see regularly shared her story and how these messages were helping. And this really does fill me up, friends. It really does band us and connect us all together. Please know I offer private sessions. If you or you think somebody else can benefit, you can book an appointment online anytime at GladysEllen.com. And if you're not local, I can do phone sessions, Skype sessions, FaceTime sessions. They really are just as powerful in person as they are distantly. So I pray this divine guidance will comfort, support, teach, and inspire you. Have a great week, friends, and I send you love with heavenly hugs. Bye for now.